everyone, it's Danny. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with another layout for the Confessions of a Paper Addict Cutfiles design team, and I'm going to be using some of the April Cutfiles that were released just today, I'm pretty sure. If they haven't been released by the time this video has gone up, they will be going up a little bit later today. So I'm using two of the Cutfiles. One is this stitched bunny, I think it's called Hop Along Bunny, and it's the little bunny with the stitched trail, and that's all cut out for you. So the cut file will, if you put it in your Cameo, it goes ahead and cuts out all the holes. And then I also have the little line of bunnies at the bottom of the page as well. So you'll see how I use these both together in a little bit, but first I'm going to start with stitching the bunny trails. So I'm going to use a chain stitch. I had it in my head that I was going to use a combination of chain stitch and back stitch, but I just completely forgot about that and just did the whole thing in chain stitch. So I am going ahead and doing that. I didn't zoom in this time. There are lots of really good tutorials on YouTube if you want to learn how to do a chain stitch. It's really simple. It's really easy once you get used to the technique. The way I find that it turns out the neatest is by coming up through the hole, going back through, back underneath the first two loops, just sliding straight underneath, and then back down through the same hole, and just repeating that over and over. So I'm just using white thread, and I'm using all 6 strands of the white, just the DMC embroidery cotton. And I'm just going to go through and do all those little trails, and you'll see that in a minute when I come back with the rest of the layout. So now I'm just going ahead and backing all my bunnies. I'm going to back these 5 big bunnies and then the 3 little bunnies that I cut out from the other cut file. And I'm just going to do, you can see I've got a stack there. I'm using my homemade baby kit to do this, so it's all going to be very pastel. I use a combination of yellows, pinks, blues, and I want to say a minty greenish blue, like a turquoise. I'm really bad at describing that color. So I've just glued the edges of my cut file with a thin layer of tacky glue and stuck it down on the paper and then trimmed off the excess. So now that I've done that, I'm going in with my Pigma Micron. Instead of gluing down the little eyes that were cut out with the cut file, you can do that if you want. I just wanted to do a little line with my pen and draw on a couple of little eyelashes. I don't know why, I just felt like doing it, so I thought it was cute. There we go. That's my bunnies all done, and there's my stitching. So that is how the layout is going to go. And now I am pulling in my photo. So this was taken on my son's first birthday party. He's just so cute, those little rabbit ears. It was a Peter Rabbit themed, so that was his first birthday party theme, and I had bought these ears at Easter time when they release all the, the bunny ears and things. I actually bought quite a lot of his birthday decor at Easter because I knew that I was going to be doing this theme for his birthday, and his birthday's in July, so Easter was a couple of months before, or a few months before, so it was perfect really. I managed to get a lot of the decor I wanted for pretty cheap once all the Easter stuff went on clearance. And these bunny ears, oh my goodness, it was just so sweet. So these cut files are perfect for his for his birthday party. They'll also obviously be perfect for Easter. They are very much geared towards Easter, but if you have pet bunnies, or if you have been to the zoo or a petting zoo and there's rabbits, or anything like that, you can definitely use these cut files for events other than Easter. So I'm just layering up my photo now. I did a layer of that, a layer of white to begin with, and then the pale blue that I used to back one of the rabbits with, and now I'm going in. So basically all these papers I'm using to layer my photo with are just scraps left over from where I backed the cut files. I like to do that a lot. It gets my scraps used up, and it ties all the patterns and the colors in together. I'm just distressing some of my edges with my scissors there. Continuing to lay out my photo. I'm just trying to bring in a nice combination of all those colors that I've used so far. A little bit more distressing, and I really love this mint green fleur-de-lis pattern paper. It's beautiful. So I'm just tearing some of the edges. I am trying to, create that texture and that visual interest, especially for a baby layout. I feel like torn edges just really soften. So my background paper it's just a very pale wood grain. That is from the Kaisercraft Fleur collection. Really soft and pretty layout. I really love that pattern paper. I think that's the last one. And it was kind of painful to use it, to be honest, but we can't keep these things in our stashes forever. Trying not to hoard things so much these days. Okay, so now I'm coming in with a bit of foam. I have been trying to avoid foam, but I felt like this layout, because I have the stitching on there already, I can't really avoid using the foam if I want things to kind of sit and look right. So what I'm doing here is just making sure to put foam on the parts of the bunny cut file where the photo is not overlapping, because I'm going to put foam under my photo as well. And now I'm popping foam on the ears, but I'm not going to glue those down. I'm just going to stick some glue behind the bodies of the rabbits so that the ears kind of lift up a little more. So go, just getting everything lined up, and then I grab my glue and go to stick my photo down, and then I realize I haven't added my foam yet. So I quickly lift my photo up before I've stuck it down for good. And now I'm just going to cut a bit of foam and try and put it on the parts of the photo where it won't be overlapping the stitching, because if I just put it all over the back of the photo, then the foam would sit up on top of the stitching and it just wouldn't sit flat. So chain stitch is quite dimensional. I find it a little more dimensional than sort of a plain straight back stitch. So this is a good way, if you have stitching on your layouts, just to make everything sort of sit a little nicer. It doesn't matter if you're not going to layer things over the top, but obviously on this layout I am. So now, like I said, I'm just putting glue on those large bits on the bodies of the bunnies. I'm leaving their ears free of glue because I will come in and tuck some things in behind. And I don't always like everything to be stuck like flat to the page. So there we go. I do go ahead and put some foam behind these bunnies as well. Not behind him because he's tucked under the photo. Please excuse my head just now. I realize my hair looks really greasy there. It's actually just sopping wet. I just got out of the shower, so it's actually clean. I swear. Okay, I'm actually going to use some stamps today. I did actually make a kind of resolution to use my stamps more this year. I failed miserably, but I'm actually going to use a stamp on this layout. So this is from, I'm pretty sure it's from the same collection actually, the same Kaisercraft Fleur collection. And I really love the script Hello, so I'm just using some black stays on. It's a really, really old, it's at least 10 years old, that stamp pad, so it's still going strong. I haven't refilled it or anything. But as you can see, it comes off a little more grey than black now, which I actually quite like. That was what I was going for in this layout. I didn't want a stark black print at the top there because everything else is so light and pastel. So these stickers they're American Craft stickers, and I think oh gosh, what are they called? It's a boy or something like that. They're white with a blue line through them. And then these alpha stickers are from Kaisercraft again. They're the charcoal color. And because they were just looking a little bit too dark, I'm just going in with my white Uniball Signo gel pen and doing some accents, and it kind of just helps lighten that up a little bit. So my whole title will be Hello Birthday Bunny, which I think is a bit sweet. So this ephemera pack I'm using is again from Kaisercraft, but it's from a different collection. It's from a kids collection. Oh, I can't remember the name of it. Wild One, or no, that's not right. It's not in front of me, so I can't tell you. I do apologize. But it is a little bit old now. It's getting on. But I have it in my kit, so I'm going to use it. That banner at the top I like. I keep trying to use these banners and it's just, yeah, I can't ever get them on there. So it doesn't make it just looks a little bit weird floating up there. I love these little animals. I did love that sweet little deer, but I thought the bear just fit in a little bit nicer in that space. So she doesn't actually make it on. I just couldn't find another spot for her. That little fox does stay there. That little, the smaller bear goes there. I'm still trying to persist with that banner. It doesn't work though. That little bird, I really love that sweet little bird, so I just perch him pretty much right where he is. And now I'm going ahead and starting to glue these down, just a little bit of tacky glue. I love these sweet little animals, they're so cute. That little play banner, or arrow rather. Just trying to get that positioned just right. Yeah, that banner comes off. There we go. I think it was just looking, it was kind of weighing the top of the page down and kind of has that feel of sky. So these puffies are from Chamel Box of Crowns, and I'm going to use the 3 little butterflies, and I will switch that red one out once I realise there is a green one on the sheet. It's like a mint green, it matches a little bit nicer. Now I'm going to pull in one of these large cut apart labels and do my journaling on there. So my journaling pretty much just says, such a grumpy face for such a happy boy. That lower lip. And he had a great day. Like, he was definitely happy. He just has his mother's affliction of resting you know what face. So yeah, when he was a baby he would get this face where he would just look absolutely miserable, but he was quite happy. So this little sticker book I have is from the Reject Shop. I have quite a few of them, as you can see. I think it's like Forest Friends or something like that. It's got all these cute little animal stickers. Every sheet is the same. So yeah, but I think they're only $2 or so for the whole book. So they're sweet little stickers. I'm just going to tuck some of these little, I think the first one was an owl, then there's a teddy bear, a fox, this little bunny rabbit, which I will eventually decide to pop down here. Yep. And then this one is another little grey bunny. Then these ones are just a little ladybug, and then little mouse, I think that one is. Popping in some enamel dots. I'll do 3 groups of 3 as I usually do. I use the pale blue, the pink from this set, and then the pale yellow. There we go. So just some around my journaling spot, some over this side, and then I'll do 3 up in the sky around my title. To snip off the edge of that sticker. And then I will come in with some of my Liquitex white titanium white acrylic ink and do some teeny tiny splatters with that and a tiny paintbrush. Nothing too in your face. These are, I keep them quite small and delicate, so just in the kind of blank spaces in the sky area. I don't think I can do a single layout without splatters on it. And then I thought I was done, but I totally forgot I wanted to do this. So I came back the next day and I'm taking some of my teeny tiny mini pom-poms that I got from Daiso. And they're all in pastel colours, so I thought they would be perfect to add little tails onto my bunnies. So I've just snipped them in half because they're quite dimensional. So I'm just trying to cut down on some of the bulk. They stay together pretty well. They are felted, so I feel like if you mess with them too much, they would probably fall apart, but this will go in a page protector, so I think it's fine. And I've added quite a lot of glue to the back, so that will help the pom-poms hold their shape, hopefully, anyway. So I'm just doing tone on tone. We're doing the blue ones on the blue bunnies, the yellow ones on the yellow bunnies, and the pink on the pink. And that will be my layout finished. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to check the description box for the link to the store. The link to the Facebook group will also be down below in the description box. There are a bunch of beautiful new cut files being released for April, quite a few Easter ones, so yeah, definitely go check that out if you are looking for some beautiful cut files to document your Easter with. And thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.